Alright guys, what is going on? Oh, mic was a bit low there. Alright, yeah, so welcome back to another video on Star Citizen. I hope you guys enjoyed the series so far, if you've watched the rest of them. If not, welcome to the series. This is me going around every single ship, or every single series of ships in Star Citizen, and giving you a tour of what they're like inside, sometimes even showing them off, and giving you a little bit of an item spec about them. Now, let's hop right into it. So today we are with the Vanguard series today, and I've separated them all out, kind of, you know, the two green ones on this side and then the two other coloured ones on the side. So we're gonna just quickly jump into it. So we're gonna go through each individual one of these ships. So if you're looking for one, feel free. If you're looking for a single one, feel free to hop ahead. But we're going to start ahead with this one right here. So this ship right here is the Vanguard Harbinger. Now this one is a bomber ship. So it's got a quite nice, like, you know, spacious interior. It's got the classic Aegis ramp and then door kind of style, which is quite nice. In here we have storage straight away, which is quite nice to see. We have a weapons rack. Wait. Oh, I like this one. I do like this one a lot more than some of the other ones that we've got. I do like this one. I like the kind of like push away kind of ones. Yeah, I'd actually like to see those a lot more in like other ships as well when they're starting to add more of these things in, because right now we're in 4.7.2, and in 4.8 apparently they're going around in a couple of ships and making them what they like to call the gold standard, which is adding like armor lockers and things into ships that were older that didn't have them and things. I don't know, I feel like if they could like, if they felt like, oh, we need an armor locker here and they didn't know where to put it, this is kind of like a really good option. Yeah, I really like this. I actually I don't think I've seen one of them so far. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's quite nice. Anyways, we have like what looks to be like a little food station here. So like whenever the pilot and turrets and whoever else mans the ship. I'm assuming it's a two-man, right? Because it's just a turret on the top, which is right here. And then the pilot. Unless there's a guy who would obviously control this. But I'm assuming that's some sort of like radar or something. Don't know why I said radar. Sorry, that was a little bit stupid of me. It's the bloody computer that controls the bombs. Well, not really, because the pilot kind of does that. But I mean, it's whatever. I get the point. But yeah, you got your food station, and then here you have your bombs. Now I believe these aren't size 9s. I believe they're either size 8s or size 7s. You'll have to bear with me a minute to let me have a look and check that in a second. I've only now stared at this window, noticed that this says "with love." That's hilarious. I'm actually like, if that says that in all of these other ones and in other bomber ships, that's hilarious. That is so funny. I actually didn't notice that at all. With love. Oh man. I'd love if you were able to like name bombs and people could see the bomb name before they hit the floor. Like, not like, oh, the bomb has popped up in chat or something like that, but like, no, just, it was just on the side and you just see it and you're like, oh no. Anyways, you've got your nice shower and oh yeah, there's a toilet here as well. Again, finally not being exposed for using the toilet too much, which is nice. I mean, I'm glad we've like stopped that. Yeah, it must be just a two-man then, because there's only 2 beds, but I'm assuming that's just because they can only fit 2 beds, but maybe she could fit a 3rd man, like a person who's like, you know, sleeps, and then when the pilot's like, yeah man, I've had enough, he like swaps out. That's maybe the thing. So up here you have some components. So in here we have, oh, like relay access, and then this bit here. Oh, and a fire extinguisher too. That's always nice to have. Let me just make sure that, yeah, it's definitely secure and we're not gonna have any fires. It's too cool. See, I said put that back. Now please put that back. Don't let me hold on to it any longer. Right, so you know what? You can just go. Okay, I guess we're holding on to this for the rest of the episode. Don't ask me why I have so much ammo. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know the answer either. I think I picked up too much in the last one, I just forgot to put it back. Please stay. Stay. Bad boy. Well, if this isn't showing off the absolutely ironic CIG for you, then, or what is better known as Star Citizen, or Bug Citizen, then, you know, here we are. So, not only do I have a fire extinguisher in my hand at all times to make sure that none of these explode, but, yeah, we're continuing on. We have more components on each side. And then the pilot seat, which I'm going to sit in because I'm hoping that it will make the fire extinguisher just stay in. No, no, no. I don't want... Right, okay. This is not supposed to... This is not... No, okay, we cannot fly like this. But anyways, yeah, this is a very nice looking ship. It has a turret on the top, and then one big cannon on the front. I believe it has... Yeah, it only has 3 cannons, so... Oh, no, sorry. I say 3? What am I on about? It has 5 total right here. So the 4 in like where the pilot sits, and then the one big one on the bottom. But I don't think they're that much of a difference in size. I think they're about the same size weapon, just... one maybe does a bit more damage because of how big it is. But, yeah, oh well, I don't know. Yeah, obviously this one has its bombs. I'm not going to demonstrate bombs because of this fire extinguisher incident, because, well, we know how the Eclipse went with that one, so if you haven't seen that one, one went loose in my hangar, and then it stayed there for like a whole 10 minutes, and maybe it's not in the video, but it stayed there for a while, and it was very scary, so not happening. Okay, so moving on from the, I did not open that. Anyways, moving on from the Harbinger, we're moving on to the Hoplite, which is a drop ship. So this one literally just, so replacing the bomb bay and the food station and everything, it just has a bunch of guns and whatever this red pouch is. I don't really know why there's a red pouch there, but, you know, besides the point. Yeah, you would sit in these, so obviously you and your mates would all sit in these, and you'd have like ammunition and guns here, and then obviously when you'd land, you'd just jump straight off the ship and go. Now the same goes up here. We have, I'm not touching you. I've just got you to go away. Not happening. It's the same thing up here. So up here we have all the components, and then again the pilot seat. So let's just jump in quickly. I'm just going to quickly have a quick look at the pilot side of things to see if there's anything different gun-wise. Oh yeah, so these are... This is a Gatling gun this time rather than a cannon. Or a repeater, sorry, but it's like ballistic repeater. Oh no, it still has the big cannon. It still has the big one on the bottom. It's pretty cool. I don't mind it. I'm not shooting my other ship, are I? Okay, good. Panicked there for a second. I was like, no, it's broken. Oh yeah, you still have the turret on the top. There's no turret on the bottom. This one is literally just, again, the 4 turrets, the 4, well, cannons, and then the big, I said cannons, ballistics, and then the one big ballistic cannon on the bottom. So yeah, I do like this, but at the minute, right now, in 4.7.2, is there really any need for this? No. If there was like more events like Jump Town, or more things in the game that were like Jump Town constantly, would these be like a thing that people would bring? Yes, absolutely. Obviously they need to fix the issue with like boom tubes and railguns and things like that, because one-shotting ships of nearly any size until capital ships is kind of insane. Or at least from what I've seen anyways, people are able to like one-shot like most ships in the game until it gets to like capital class, and then it's like a lot of shots. But obviously everything's still in testing and stuff with armor and stuff, so everything that if I was to tell you everything to do with the armor of the ship, everything that I say right now would be completely useless in maybe a year's time because it's subject to change. So yeah, it's kind of it sucks, but it doesn't, because I'm hoping that they'll balance it out, and instead of just nerfing something because it's too good, they actually balance things to make it so it actually is still good because of maybe the size of the weapons, but you've just got to have a counter to it or something. Anyways, we're gonna move on from the hoplite, which is it's a simple drop ship. There's not really much to it. It's the same as the last one, really. I'm assuming this is going to be the same as the next couple. The only thing I'm looking at is this big boy cannon on the front here. This is, I think it's actually a lot different to the other one as well. So is it the... Yeah, so these ones are all the same. Or, yeah, they look the same, and I'm assuming the exact same cannon. But this... don't know about this. So this is the Vanguard Sentinel. Now, let's have a look on here. So this is an interdiction ship. Again, so we've got the food station, we've got the weapon rack, we've got our storage on this side and the toilet. Again, same toilet, no toilet paper. Okay, good. Alright, so they've moved the beds onto this side this time, which is a little bit strange, because I would have thought they'd just chuck this on this side, but no. It's okay. So this screen here, I'm not really sure what this is for, but an engineer station. Okay, I'm actually gonna look at this because I'm a little bit curious. Power on. Okay, so this is literally just like kind of like co-pilot kind of stuff, but from here. I wonder if this still needs to be worked on, because I have a feeling that it's gonna be like the Avenger Warlock, where you cannot actually use the EMP. If this is what this is, let me have a look quickly. 2 seconds. So I just had a read of the description on the Star Citizen website, or the Robert Space Industries website, and it basically says that it does drop EMP charges, right, which I was right about, so maybe he's not able to do yet. But here's the thing. Here's the big thing. I don't know if this interior is going to change, because on the RSI website, it's different to this, like completely different. But I don't know if it's just because they haven't updated it, or what. Because it looks like it's it looked like it's still the concept images, but I don't know, because everything changes, and there's certain things that get changed everywhere. So I don't know. It could get changed, it could not. But anyways, I want to have a look and see what this cannon is like. I'm actually really interested. Anyways, if you actually are interested, go and have a look on the RSI website of these ships. I'm just showing you what the inside is, so if you want to buy them, you know what they look like, so you're not just going, oh, let's buy this, and then you don't like it. But as well as this, I'm not really telling you much information about it, so if you want any really juicy information, the best place is to go to the RSI website, or if you want to modify the ship, go to Oracle Games, or some other website that allows you to modify the ship. Whoa. Alright, wow, okay. So these are laser repeaters. That's what these are on the bottom. So laser repeaters on the bottom. And then are they energy weapons? I don't remember what they're actually called in game. But the blue ones, they're like, they act like an EMP, do they not? Or like some sort of like, they cause disruption if they hit you enough. Anyways, yeah, so from the looks of it, it's just got its, oh? So it's got 3 different types of missiles. But are these EMPs? No, they're missiles. That was very quickly answered and found out. But let's have a look in here. Oh yeah, it is. It's the same thing here. So when I turn this on, does it allow me to... Wait, it was in here? Yeah, it doesn't turn on. Group 3, group 4. Yeah, I cannot do anything with it yet. So I'm assuming either it's keybinds that make it work, or it just is bugged or broken right now, because I cannot seem to figure it out. So if anyone can, please let me know, because I'm actually really curious on how to get this thing to work. I might even do a separate video showing it working, but yeah, I don't know. It's just it doesn't work for me, so I'm not gonna waste time looking at it. But yeah, it is a nice ship, and obviously, again, like I said with the hoplite, is there places for this in the game? Yes. Does it work right now, or at least for me, anyways? No. So right now, is it worth buying this in game? Probably not. I'd save you money because it is very expensive. I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute, anyways. But again, it's a case of, do you want to save you money, or do you just want to be reckless and waste it? I mean, if you've got billions like some people do at this point, just go for it, man. But obviously, when a wipe happens, things like that, are you wanting to buy this? I don't know. It depends on whether it's actually working, and obviously, if it works, this would be great, because this would literally mean great things. Like, you can disable a ship with an EMP. Like, that's great. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is the Vanguard Warden, which is a heavy fighter ship. So let's have a look at this and see what is going on inside of here, because this is different. So this is a fighter, not a bomber. Alright, so we walk in. Alright, so they've basically just swapped around the interior wherever they feel like. So we've got storage here, a toilet here, still no toilet roll. Okay, good. Right, so again, munitions has just been, it's literally just been swapped around. So again, same interior, just swapped around. The only thing that's different is the engineering station looks a bit different, and obviously it's on this side. But it does have avionics here, which obviously, I mean, clearly hasn't been added to the game yet. How odd. Anyways, yeah, your turret is, again, always up. If you just stand here and look up, you'll be able to access it. 2 beds, and then again, the components up at the top. I'm gonna have a look here at these cannons and stuff. Let's have a look. So is it the same kind of cannons? Oh, it's not. So this one is different. Right, okay, that's cool. It's good to know. So it's 4 laser repeaters. Or, okay, I'm going to call them cannons because they're firing slowly. So laser cannons and 1 ballistic cannon. It's nice to know. I think, okay. That's really nice to know, actually, because I was thinking about using one of these recently, but then I was like, I don't know, they kind of need to be a little bit of like progress put towards them, because it's like every heavy fighter at the minute, they're in a bit of a state where you can use them, but are they the best of their ability? No, not really. But yeah, it is what it is. So out of all of them, as of right now, what one would I recommend in general? I would recommend 2, because these are the 2 that work, or at least for me anyways. And obviously the ones that have the most potential gameplay wrapped to them is the Harbinger, which is this one right here. The first one, which was the bomber ship, and then the last one, which is the Vanguard Warden. So yeah, it's just because this one is literally just a heavy fighter. It obviously has bombs, and so does this, obviously, because it's a bomber. But this one has like missiles. It has some turrets, which is nice, and obviously it has the bigger cannons here as well instead of the ballistics, which is also nice because sometimes you run out of ballistics very quickly, especially when you only have like 300. I know it's a heavy fighter, but if you're fighting some other heavy fighters or multiple fighters, it sometimes becomes very easy to run out. But yeah, I'd recommend these 2. I mean, obviously I'd recommend them all, because obviously I would like to, because why not? But again, these two at the back kind of have little gameplay linked to them. I mean, you can still use them for the guns and things like that, but I don't know, it just feels like these two at the side have the most gameplay wrapped to them, and they kind of make the most sense to pick out of all of them. Anyways, let's start talking about prices. Now, what are the prices for not only the ships in-game, but outside of the game? Let's have a look. So we'll start off with the Harbinger, which is the most expensive out of the lot. It is $290 outside of the game, so from the normal store online. And if you want to buy this bad boy in-game, well, it's 10.9 million, or 11 million if you want to round it. And the only place you can buy it is Hurston, New Deal. Can't buy it anywhere else right now, but maybe we'll see it somewhere else soon. And moving on. Now the hoplite over here, in-game at New Deal, is, again, that's the only place you can buy it. Before I move on, it is 8.8 million in the game, and you can only buy it in Hurston at New Deal. But it is a total of $240 in on the store. Again, things like this, they're not available. All of these ships aren't available during normal events, so they're only available during things like DefenseCon, Invictus, like other random events, like they might be available during like Valentine's Day or things like that. It just depends on what sales on things like that. Now the Sentinel over there is a whopping $275 on the pledge store, but if you want to buy it in game, again, it is New Deal where you would buy it for 10.3 million. Now, finally, the Warden over here is 9.8 million. Sorry, I misread that number there. 9.8 million again at New Deal, and on the store it is $260 to buy in on the store to own. Now, that is everything in this video. It has been quite a long one because we have had 4 ships to review, obviously with interiors as well. I know obviously the other ones, like the Saber series, was a little bit quicker because they only had cockpits that you could jump into and you could move about a little bit, but that was about it. There wasn't actually interiors to look at and everything. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'd just like to let you know that I'm recording this right before DefenseCon comes out, and I'm recording a couple of these today before DefenseCon comes out. So if anything changes, just be aware that that is obviously a normal thing that could happen. But as well as that, there is going to be some ships that are kind of out of the schedule where over the phase of DefenseCon, I'm going to rent them out and then actually show them if I don't own them myself or I can't buy them. Because there is quite a few new ships, and hopefully, obviously I know you can go and do this yourself, but I'll make a video for it anyways in case people miss it. But the Anvil Odin, the new battle cruiser, is coming out at DefenseCon, or I'm, as far as I've been told, as far as I'm gathering, you're able to tour it and it might be available to fly. I'm not 100% sure on how true that is, but just be aware that if it is tourable, I will have a video on it very, very soon. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you don't mind, make sure you guys, if you want to buy the game, use my Star Citizen referral code. It would mean a lot to me. Anyways, that has been me. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care for now, and bye.